Welcome back to Mountain Connections. Well, Labor Day weekend is next week. It actually feels a little late this year, and it is, as it's later on in the month. But that being said, it's not too late to plan a fun getaway. I recently spoke with a travel expert all about what you need to know if you want to plan your trip, how to save money, great places to go, and more. Let's take a look.
We have all been looking forward to a return to vacations. Although the Labor Day long weekend is right around the corner, it's not too late to plan your late summer getaway. Expedia travel expert Nisreene Atassi is here, who hosts the podcast Out Travel the System, and is joining us from Seattle this morning with up-to-date information to help us travel safely and protect our family and those around us. Thanks so much for being here today, Nisreene.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Just because the summer is drawing to a close doesn't mean it's too late for a getaway. So what recommendations do you have for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're looking to travel this Labor Day, we definitely have some great tips for you. First and foremost, we looked at all of the data that we have over at Expedia. We saw that lots of travelers are actually heading to beach destinations. So places like Mexico, Oahu, and Punta Cana are actually on pace to be busier than they were in 2019 for Labor Day. So if those destinations are on your list this year, expect to pay a little bit more than average, and that's assuming you can find availability. Same goes for outdoor destinations like national parks, so Mount Rushmore, Yellowstone, for example. If you haven't booked yet, absolutely no problem. We also look to see which destinations had not only great availability, but also great rates as well. And believe it or not, Disney is one of them. We saw some really great availability and hotel rates for as low as $165 a night in Orlando, which is really, really great. Other places that are looking good for Labor Day weekend, coastal destinations like San Diego and Miami are shaping up to have really great availability. But also, if you're looking to get that big city break, it's a great weekend for a sort of a last-minute trip. So places like New York City or Nashville or Austin all have great availability, but also really nice rates. And they're all sort of dining and museums and entertainment all opening back up. So cities are having a really great moment right now.
And as we look at returning to travel, what's changed and what should we expect to see? Although life is very unexpected right now. Do you have any best practices for traveling while we're still in the midst of this pandemic?
Yeah, we definitely, things are still very dynamic and changing by the day. So flexibility is key, and especially when it comes to your booking. So that's the number one tip I give everybody. Make sure you give yourself that peace of mind by booking options that have that flexibility built in. So if you use the Expedia mobile app, for example, you can actually set a filter to search for things that only have free cancellations or are waiving change fees or that are fully refundable. So it's a great way to plan. It's been a really busy summer travel-wise, so I would expect Labor Day weekend to stay the same. So expect long lines from a security standpoint at the airport. Make sure that you're really reading the fine print so you know the policies that are in effect for whatever it is that you're buying travel-wise. And last but not least, make sure you're checking on the safety precautions for the destination that you're traveling to. These are actually changing very rapidly, and they're changing by the day. So things like mask mandates, testing requirements, even proof of vaccination are all coming into play. So take that into account as you're planning your trip, but also check it regularly before you head out, because the last thing you want is to be caught off guard with this kind of stuff.
Oh, such a good point. And one thing that hasn't changed is our love for deals. What are some of the best ways people can save on travel right now?
Yeah, so regardless of the time of year, I always suggest people book a package. If you use the Expedia mobile app, you can click on the Packages tab, and it actually will let you bundle things together. And when you bundle, those things actually have hidden sort of savings already baked in. So you're going to see one flat price with the discounts already taken into account. So whether you choose to bundle together a flight and a hotel, or maybe even a hotel and a car, you're going to get some hidden savings in there. And that's because our suppliers want to discount their items, but they don't want their competitors to know. So you get one flat rate with the savings already built in. I once actually saved $1,500 just by adding a hotel. So it works. It absolutely works. I also recommend people book a little bit earlier than normal right now. September has historically been the best time to get good deals for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Still unclear how things are going to shape up because of COVID, but it's really a best bet in terms of getting good deals, but also great availability, especially if you're looking to also take that sort of winter beach vacation.
And can you tell us more about this new partnership with UNICEF and how travelers can help?
Yeah, so we absolutely believe that travel is a force for good, but people can only really get the benefits of travel once the whole world is open and the whole world is safe. And COVID-19 vaccines are proven to be our best fight against the spread of the virus. So we've partnered with UNICEF to really help support that equitable distribution of vaccines around the world. So for every trip you book on the Expedia mobile app through September 5th, we're going to make a donation to UNICEF to help get a COVID-19 vaccine to someone somewhere around the world who needs it.
And where can we go for more information?
So if you go ahead and download the Expedia mobile app, everything you need will be right there in your back pocket.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Nisreene, for joining us today. I really appreciate this important information, tips, and ways to save money all for when we travel. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.